WorldRayne. You guys are resident out to Georgia's channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, BShoot, Brighteon, any of the other social media platforms that you guys think of, Odyssey, Rumble, Minds, any of the other stuff you want to talk about, and Telegram too. And Minds, of course, like I just said. So, this shit happened the other day. I'm playing some, like, 90s Renaissance music show from, like, Disney's Pocahontas, Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, Mermaid, Little Mermaid, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast. Any guys are 90s kids, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, for the younger ones, just Google it. Anyways, Roger Rabbit attraction gets a new plot with Jessica Rabbit as lead role, which I thought at first they were just going to completely get rid of her, but she's probably going to be an ugly little frumpy piece of garbage SJW detective private eye, like activism sort of bull crap. That's probably what they're going to freaking do, unfortunately. So there's that. And I haven't talked about nothing in a while on this. It's been a long time. I think I talked about 2 years ago about BloodRayne. Oh man, this is like, to me personally, it was like an Uncharted, an old school Uncharted with the old school Tomb Raider, the super old school one, not the Crystal Dynamics one, that was the modern one, 2013 and 14, a couple years ago. But anyways, links to the description box down below for all this stuff. And Nick All-Stars, I actually watched the whole thing. I really wish Helga Pataki would have been in there. Angelica Pickles was in there. When I freaking Helga Pataki, hey, I don't know if they got her or Olga, I'd be happy as hell. Maybe future DLC content. And it might have voice acting too, so that'd be pretty awesome. And I was going to do a Power Rangers reaction video today. I'm probably going to wait till tomorrow to do it. But whether you're watching this today or tomorrow, links down below for my reaction whenever I get to that. So this came out yesterday. September 14th. I give credit cards to Bailey Abel. So I'm only going to read half of the articles for both of these. So it says, fans were confused this week. This one comes from Inside the Magic, which is got to give credit to them. And this one, Mercury News, got to give major extra credit for them too. And I think my girl from Canberra Pratt, aka Seafish TV, Pirates and Princesses, got to get a major tip hat to them. Pirates and Princesses are around when it comes to Disney like news. So it says, yeah, here we go. Fans were confused this week that they noticed that Jessica Rabbit figurine was removed from Roger Rabbit's Toon Spin World 2 Town in Disney. Now, Disney has revealed that the attraction is getting a revamped storyline to Rabbit lead character. I was getting a lot more angrier than this. And then I got like company over, so I can't really get too upset. It's my roommate sleeping next door, so I kind of keep it low. This is local Southern California news of the Orange County OC Register broke the story on Tuesday. According to Disneyland's resorts, the officials, Walt Disney and Imagineering reimagined a story of Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin, giving a more relevant backstory to Jessica Rabbit and the central character. And you're getting a late night video too, by the way. Usually when it's like 9:30 or 10, I completely stop. So if you're watching this at 8:30, 9:30, 10, thank you very, very much. This is freaking crazy, man. I mean, I wish they kept her like that, but of course they gotta hide the beautiful goody fun bags of the... Oh, God, man. She was an OG. She was like Betty Boop back in the day, which I was way before my time, 1935, 40, but I actually remember hearing about this like 2 years, literally 2 years before I was even alive. Like, I didn't hear about it back then, but afterwards. I was thinking it was like 6 or 7, so like the mid-late 90s. When I first watched Toon Frame Roger Rabbit. I'll get to that in like 5 minutes, maybe. So, citing the recent returns of the Toon Patrol, Weaselman, this is fake. That's funny. Jessica Rabbit determined it's time to her pass to door for door and ring, starting her own private investigation services while taking inspiration from longtime friends and legendary Toon detective Eddie Valiant. That's the one that dude, rest in peace. The dude that did Mario. The dude's name escapes me. The original Super Mario and Shmee from the original Captain Hook movie. Dude, the fucking dude's name escapes me, man. I think it was like some British dude. I forgot his name, but I'll leave the link to his Wikipedia down below. One of the greatest actors, in my personal opinion, of all time in the 80s and 90s. When I was a 90s kid, I used to watch almost all of his freaking movies, man. I was going to say Rodney Dangerfield. I think that was a 70s dude. But he was around that era. But let's move on. I'll leave the link to his Wikipedia. So Jessica Fable, I think he died like 17 or 18, I don't remember. And so he said he made her own one of the most recognized stars of the Maroon character family of performers. Now she's using her leverage to speak out. Enough is enough. Jessica Rabbit heard examining last week the good tunes of the neighborhood are afraid to come out at night. It's getting worse by the day. These weasels are up to something big. I think I'm going to find out what it is and put it all to the stop. Unquote. Watch out, weasels. Your reign of terror is over. Sorry I did it like that. Oh, I'm not getting you that picture. You guys can watch it down below if you want to watch it, because I don't think YouTube algorithm think this is Prawn or R34 or any of this. This is Roger Rabbit's cartoons. Oh yeah, the OC Register. Yeah, Disneyland are getting a new plot twist that throws Jessica Rabbit in lead role as a private eye detective. Of course, I got the one eye symbolism, Illuminati for nice and crap. But let's move forward. Toontown Crime Wave. Some teens in Roger Rabbit's car's Toon Spin featuring Jessica Rabbit are being updated for more relevancy. Of course. So, some scenes in Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin featuring Jessica Rabbit are being updated. I just read that. According to Disneyland's officials, some of the scenes of Jessica Rabbit, the Weasel, automobile final scenes of the car. Okay. I'm only going to read this part. You guys can read this on your own. Updated coming into Roger Rabbit's car. On the other updates being made, the attraction to the theme park, excuse me. This summer, Disney reopened the Jungle Cruise while reimagining the scene. Excuse me. And the company announced the outdated and offensive cultural deception removed. Do I right? Yeah, I remember hearing about that. That's really effing unfortunate. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. It's going to be pretty fascinating to see what they do about this, honestly. It's all up in the air. But anyways, there's another one on there. I'm not going to read all this thing, a little bit of it. I'm just going to read a tiny bit of it here and there. So it says Walt Disney Imagineers. Is most of it's kind of like the same thing as Inside the Magic was. So there's that. So it says some scenes of Roger Toon Rabbit. I got to keep a little bit more down because I mean, it just got upset. So there's what it is. More relevant and more reflected than any character's Toy Story attraction, according to Disneyland officials. Seen in Jessica Rabbit, Weasels and the Weasels, featuring Jessica Rabbit and the Weasels with an automobile in the final scene of Roger Rabbit's Toontown Spin has been updated. Disneyland officials, Roger Rabbit's car spin. Oh wow! It's when Coyotes of the Caribbean it got renovated and removed. It's like Splash Mountain and Jungle Cruise. Wow! So those things are gonna be gone forever. So this is the same thing. Jessica Rabbit's gonna be a private detective eye, and it talks about Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I don't need to read that. I'm just going to read this part and you guys can read the rest on your own. The cartoon, I'm not going to go over everything. Cartoon spin update is constructed. Continues in Toontown. Mickey and Minnie Mouse's runaway rail trackless dark rises. Open in 2023. We might not make it 2023. The way the world's crumbling and burning, in my personal opinion. Because people won't take that rat poison or, you already know. The Panic of 2020 potion. Let's just call it that. Disneyland reopened in late April and extended the conduit plan of pandemic closure. Disney theme park has pledged and integrate diversity and inclusion. Of course they did. You know, this little like freaking brownie points of virtue signaling bullshit. Of course they're gonna do that. Why wouldn't they? They always do. Literally they always do. So let's get into the SpongeBob shit because I really want to listen to it. It's crazy. This is the reason I don't really like look at Nintendo everything anymore. It's getting because it's just a SpongeBob. He's gonna be pretty much Super Mario and Luigi, and Patrick, I guess, will be Luigi. So here we go. I'm gonna talk about some BloodRayne news. It says Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl DLC confirmed. This comes from Brian again. Nintendo everything. I'll read the whole thing real quick. I'm just gonna not even put my overall thoughts, views, and opinions on that thing because it takes forever, honestly. So yeah, here we go. Yeah, so Lucy, hopefully I'm saying that right. Yeah, so it's a Ludicity, hopefully I'm saying that right. Ludicity and Ludicity. One of the devs, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. It's common in the future of playing the game include DLC voice acting. Studios Joel Neustrom, hopefully I'm saying that right, Neostrom, speaking in the Game Informer, said that the game will have 20 characters choosing up to upon release of 2 following soon after. Also confirmed. And DLC characters Nickelodeon also will be revealed at the time. And I saw the whole trailer. I really wish, like I said before, I said again, I wish Angelica Pickles of Hell because Tacky would have been in there from Hey Arnold. They do that in the future, I will be a happy motherfucking camper. Big time, straight up. Oh my god. I will fanboy like a mug. MF. Yeah, I'll just go apeshit in a good way. I would love that so goddamn much. So it also goes on to say, studios, Spoke with Game Inform. This was a Game Inform. I didn't see it there. It's weird. I must have missed it. Can't be in all places at once tonight. Ashur Yahweh Jesus Hashem God, but whatever. Say that the game will have 20 characters, choosing from one more, two of the following after. Also confirmed that the DLC characters in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl will be revealed at after that. The game's pre-release reception has been strong, but has been uncertain for about one element. When characters are fighting Nickelodeon All-Star Brawls, notice that there's no voice acting whatsoever. Neustrom, hopefully I'm saying it right, Neustrom, has asked about the indicated in implementation. The yell is, quote, not as straightforwarding to do, one might think, unquote, but could be added down the road. Neustrom said, our focus is on creating the best possible gameplay experiences for the core brawling fans, for Nickelodeon fans around the globe. Yeah, probably 90s kids too, like me. And then I had it in the mid-late 80s, I think in the 90s when I was a baby. They started blowing up a lot more, and that Cartoon Network later on. And Prepare and Viacom bought that thing up. My own personal opinion was the greatest of all time. I'm an old man, though. I'm early going on my mid-30s soon, so I'm ancient compared to a lot of the Gen Z kids out there nowadays. It also goes on to say to do as one might think of, we continue to build the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl franchise. We will be reviewing options which may include VO down the road. Voice acting, I guess. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is making the way to... Okay. Making its way to NintenoSwitch on October 5th. Check out the latest character reveal showing Ren and Stimpy here. Yeah, I saw it. I laughed my ass off on it. I didn't get to do a reaction on it because I don't want a copyright claim strike from Nickelodeon and Universal Studios. I think Universal Studios or Universal Pictures, which is connected to Paramount, they give people copyright claims and strikes, so unfortunately I had to watch it on my own. It was funny as hell, man. It's everything you would expect from a Nick game. I cannot wait to get my mother her hands on this Switch, man. And actually, I remember they had it on PS4 Pro and they had it for Xbox Series X and S, so everyone on all the consoles could play with it too. So, Noisy Pixel. This is a game. It's so funny because, like I said before earlier, it's just like the old school Tomb Raider from the late 90s, early 2000s was kind of copy and paste. The only difference was a lot more extra blood and guts in this thing. I remember playing this a few times at one of my friends' house. Because when the PS2, PS3 came out at the time, I still lived in a strictly Christian religion home. I couldn't play graphical, violent video games at that fucking time, which was BITCH to deal with. My God, it was a freaking tumor of a fucking headache to deal with. But BloodRayne, one of the coolest ass freaking bloodiest games in the world. I did get queasy a few times when I saw it, but she was just a badass chick. That was just SJW shit too. I didn't even know they had BloodRayne Bites. The same people that made the Shantae game, Lethal Bites, Betrayal Bites. I didn't even know they were from freaking WayForward that made Shantae, and they did in a cute anime girl style too. So I'm gonna have to check that out. I was way underslept on that shit. I had no idea that was even a thing. So it says Ziggurat Interactive announced BloodRayne Revamp and BloodRayne 2 Revamp. Headed to the PS4 and Xbox Series X and Xbox One this fall. After the release, a version of the studio and experienced consoles for the faster and the joy. For the PS4 and PS5 and NintendoSwitch, and of course Xbox Series X and S will be available. For the physical release of the limited time game, the version of the game will use Terminal Cats cuts. You guys can read all the updated stuff, I don't care. So it says, quote, the response to Terminal Cuts editions on PC has been tremendous, and quote says Michael Devine, SVP Business Developer. Business Inside Developer, okay. And Naractus says, fans of the series have been asking us to bring BloodRayne for more platforms. We're happy to give the console players for updates. They're giving them the Revamp Edition. These Revamp Editions. We'll be sure to keep you updated on the BloodRayne Revamp 2. Revamp. I want to play that Betrayal one. It looks so good like Shantae, man. She's just super freaking pretty. She almost looks like an evil, badass, emo, goth sinister version of Risky Boots. In her anime form, she looks so fucking good, bro. She looks way, way extra cute. And that's not even me simping. I'm just saying. I'll leave a picture of it to link somewhere. And that's all I'm going to say for now. Matter. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, bros, fanboys, fan. Oh, enough of Disney or SJW bullshit, fucking private eye thing. I hope she doesn't look like an ugly piece of garbage social justice warrior cunt. Or she's always a fat, ugly, like, race swap, race character just for a rabbit. I really hope to God they don't lose her big, beautiful tetas, her titties, her pussy, and her ass and everything, and twat. Her breast looks super nice. And she always had a nice big butt. She was drawn like that. Can't blame me. Alright, fanboys and fangirls, talking to Mondays. I'll see you guys day and night. Wherever universe this is much content channel. We'll do ministry news and manga news, nerd news, Twitch news, drama news, Twitches, YouTube drama news, celebrity crazy reaction video news, and of course, once in a while, like online news and reaction videos. Peace out and sauerkraut. See you in the flip side.